Aries, it's the Rainbow Wizard. I'm going to do a reading for you, Aries. It is the 16th of March. I hope you are doing very well, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate your time, appreciate your comments, love your support. Welcome to anyone that is new viewing the channel. This is a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Take only what resonates with you, and definitely leave the rest. Do not make any critical decisions based on tarot. So we are in Mercury retrograde, and we have just had an eclipse, a full moon in Virgo. So very intense energies. Now each sign usually will have something that's been pinpointed, especially as per the astrology, when it comes to Mercury retrograde. And it says that with Aries, it can be that there is something about your insecurity. So if you are typically very comfortable with public speaking, maybe you are feeling a bit more on edge or feeling uncomfortable. So that could be affecting some of you. It can be that feeling that communication is difficult. And of course, that is also a vibe in the Mercury retrograde season. Yeah, maybe there is also a misunderstanding here around you, Aries, when it comes to the initial period of Mercury retrograde. But this is something that you can easily come out of. In Mercury retrograde, I think each sign is affected. So, you know, our houses are affected. So I think in my house, I'm Aquarius, so it's like the house of comfort, so security, stability. The house that is affected, I believe it is to do with security. Maybe it's also about pushing you to find your hidden talents and weakness, for that to come to light, so that you are not wasting your talent. So going within, you realizing, Aries, that you are a lot smarter than you realized, and maybe that it's like there could be anxieties that it goes much deeper than you anticipated, and maybe some of your connections is projecting issues onto you. So it's a lack of self-assurance. Mercury retrograde for many of Aries sun sign is going to help you see yourself in a new light. And it's saying here, don't ever doubt your brain power. All right. Now, coming out of this energy here, I see that you are taking your destiny in your own hands. There is sudden luck coming your way. And with the Ace of Swords here, there's a breakthrough. It looks like you are getting out of the storm swiftly. It looks like your confidence will be back on by you kind of breaking free, there's a breakthrough just in terms of you are just making a decision. Now, you could be strategic at this time, or you're trying to avoid someone that is giving you attention. Maybe if you're feeling this insecurity, or you feel that is someone else projecting it onto you, you might want to on purpose stay away from this person. But for some of you, it could also be you trying to avoid certain situations as well. Maybe you are the person that, because I see here, Aries, there's opportunities in front of you, and you might be sort of playing with the idea of a new opportunity ahead of you. You might be communicating to a lot of people, and other people don't see at all any insecurities. They just see a fun, loving Aries that is powerful, beautiful, handsome, and that is ready to take control. All right, so there could actually be people around you that is jealous as well, whereas you might be the person feeling like, oh, you feel like you're walking on eggshells in certain situations and feel uneasy, but other people don't see you this way. There is a powerful connection about to come together around you in March, or end of March, Aries. This could be a twin flame connection. So this twin flame connection could have, there was a disturbance, a limited mindset, manipulation, the people, obstacles that was in the way. This connection here is meant to come together at some point. It looks like for this to happen, the person that you're dealing with, they could have Pisces or Libra, Gemini in their chart. Scorpio is showing up as well. They might be dealing with grief or stress or something they have to release at this time that is making them depressed. So you might even hear about someone like what has happened to them, and they're coming out of this darkness in a way, because I do see a really positive energy around this person. They want victory in the situation with you, Aries. They love you unconditionally. They're very attracted to you. They see this connection as fun, loving, and so forth. This person might have spilled cups because there is a pregnancy, or this could be to do with lack of approval from a mother figure, or there could have been a pregnancy with them and the person they settled with. There is a child, but it might be that this person, okay, they have a child, but they are not happy in love because the cups have been spilled over. So they are embracing a new beginning, and the new beginning is happening because the Tower strikes. So for many of you, Aries, you're dealing with someone going through a tower, a major argument maybe, or there's a major upheaval that is happening to them, and that's how you will hear from this person. All right, so the Empress and the Five of Cups. All right, the cards are wanting to fly out, but I'm just going to continue shuffling just to get the right messages. All right, just give it another shuffle. These cards are quite tricky. So what has happened here around this person that Aries is dealing with, spirits? Please give me the most accurate messages for the person that Aries is dealing with. What is happening in their surroundings and their feelings towards Aries and their intentions towards Aries. Okay, so yeah, I see that they are going to be really happy to reconnect with you, or even you put a smile on their face when they see you. There is an ending of a structure, an ending of their job, or a belief, their net, like their pillars around them is falling apart. This person here, they seek forgiveness. They want a new beginning. If you haven't met this person before, again, what's happening around them, they are losing someone around them. So it can be due to arguments. So it could be friendships falling apart, or a marriage falling apart. There is a structure falling apart. It can also be a job. It can be an organization, can be layoffs. So a huge change is happening around this person, and that's how they are freeing themselves from a situation and show up in your life. Usually one thing leads to the other. This instance, this person's tower is actually going to be a blessing. But the Five of Swords, I see here Wheel of Fortune, so and the Eight of Wands. So this is the same cards again. Eight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords. So it's saying here, okay, you can stay in this kind of feeling tit for tat if that's what you're dealing with this person. But if you have love for them, and it's saying like just get out of the energy, because if you have feelings for them, there's no point staying in this energy just because. I feel here, okay, so the Six of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Wands, and the Lovers, there is a deep attraction, deep bond, deep soul tie to this person here. All right, they feel ready for a new beginning. They are going to actually feel very happy once they have released themselves from the situation. I see someone with a baby mother and one child. They were meant to get married, but things are blowing up in the air now, and it will not go ahead. There's a huge, like it has to do with this person's feelings. They are not in it. Emotionally, there is a practical setup, a practical situation, but they are not in it to stay. So they have been feeling bound, they've been feeling trapped, but they are releasing themselves. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, I'm getting double confirmation of Gemini here, or Libra. This person is going to tell you about a third party split up. It has happened recently. So this person was meant to marry someone, but they found something out about the person, or like there was lack of mutual agreement. There was a lot of arguments. They could have stayed together basically to pay the bills as well, because we have the Queen of Pentacles. But I see this person here, they are choosing to move away from the situation. So whether you know this person, and again now they meet you, that's their situation here. So it's very much black and black on white, I was gonna say. I'm struggling to speak today. yeah, you could be dealing with a Gemini. We have Gemini, Scorpio. They could be splitting up from a Taurus. There's definitely like a big rivalry in love. Yeah, big upheaval in love. Someone's very angry. Someone might be accused of being very cold, and someone is accusing them of being, lying and not being sincere as well. So yeah, there's a mother figure here that is protecting a child. Someone is, yeah, there's a huge upheaval. Anyhow, this person will call you Aries. You and this person will get together. It will be a joyful meeting and a joyful reunion here. So Aries, you have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. Opportunities are ahead of you. You are gaining confidence here. So if you lack confidence, it says gain confidence, and yeah, things will go well. This is someone that I want to give equally to you as well. There's a breakthrough with the Ace of Swords. There's a job opportunity as well that is going to pay off. It says if you stay where you are, you're going to struggle more in a sense than kind of there's something about, yeah, your confidence. You might just be sort of, okay, off I go, straight ahead I go, and no dwelling on my decisions. But you could feel sort of a bit hesitant. You might also leave a relationship. It might be someone that you left and someone is coming back to you to explain you what's happened to them. All right, there is someone stalking you here. There is some kind of obsessive behavior, childish behavior has been here as well. It's saying here to keep calm. If someone is childish and like a tit for tat, like there is energies around that might be stalking you or maybe triggering you to be stoop to their level. It's just saying do your best not to stoop to that level, because you don't really need to give up your power in that way in order to have a breakthrough. So it might be your ego might flare up, or someone's ego is flaring up, and you just feel like, oh, the only way to deal with this is anger. Because there's a person here that is restless, unfocused, burnt out. They are impulsive and no direction and unpredictable and not caring about the consequences. If someone is like that, or you are like that, again, it's advising against it. It's saying here to, it's basically to let others project onto you their anger. And so I see here, Aries, for some of you, it can be someone around you that is kind of, they know that you will speak up, and they are kind of projecting onto you to get you to join their pity parties. Like they want you to be like, oh my God, can't believe that. Like, that kind of story, right? And then that is actually going to be quite exhausting for you, Aries. So it's saying here, right, you might also be in a relationship here where things, again, it was lack of self, like someone was showing lack of self-love. There was disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, broken communication. And you didn't want to give up here, so you kept persevering. But maybe that your lack of confidence by staying with something that seemed secure, but maybe there was unrequited love here, Aries. It might be that you feel that suddenly you have wasted time, and I feel here that it's like you might see the true colors of someone as well. I feel here that there's an addiction, destructive behavior here. I feel with the King of Cups, so this could be a Scorpio, I'm getting, or a Scorpio energy here. It's someone that could be stalking you. They are like giving to two people. It might be that this person have been giving to two people. Yeah, there's someone here that have been giving to two people, and there is competition, and you feel that you have to stand up for yourself. There is saying here just to have moderation. Okay, so it might, for many of you here, Aries, someone could be projecting a certain way of being around you, so much that it start to trigger you. So it could be like you are suddenly like going from, oh no, I shouldn't be so hopeful, oh I shouldn't be so optimistic, oh I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. That's where you're standing, where you are. So be careful of those that keep projecting their stress and heavy duty energy here, because you are about to have a breakthrough. So do things your way, Aries. Do things yeah, take destiny in your own hands, not leave it in someone else's hands at this time. That will not go in your favor. Communication is key for you right now. Communicate with all the friends and acquaintances you have that you know will support you, that are fun to be around as well. It's just saying now is not the time to hold any kind of grudge. You need love and support here, and you have a lot of love and support, people that want to see you succeed. Here, Aries, someone here might try to blame you, or there's a projection trying to blame you for a broken relationship, for instance. So that is not your fault. All right. So yeah, work, learn, and grow here. So I see there is options ahead for you, opportunities. Yeah, it's something about Five of Swords, conflict, tension, playing games. It's, yeah, this is not going to be a good call right now. All right, there is an unrequited love situation here. All right, I'm gonna call someone out because someone here is playing games on purpose. With the Five of Swords appearing many times, there's two stubborn people that is playing games with each other, and neither of them will come forward and say, okay, look, let's the truth is I love you. The truth is that, okay, you pissed me off, and now I'm gonna do something to piss you off, or like I'm waiting for you. So there's two people, you've been playing that game for the longest time as well. So it can be like you could say, oh, this person they have a third party, so therefore I can act a certain way to them because they're an asshole for it. Or they can be thinking of you, they'll be like, oh well, Aries is keeping me in a third party, for instance. There could be false accusations and kind of like connecting in the 5D, but yet you are looking at each other's 3D situation and wanting to come together, but at the same time it's playing on your insecurity, and this person could be playing on something on their insecurity as well, actually. And it's like two people that aren't kind of coming forward here, continuing to play this game in a way which is like wasted happiness. I'm seeing there's not necessary to be this way here. Official person, we have coffin, so there is an end of a connection. Maybe it's the end of an old way of being. You could be choosing between someone that have no money to have money as well. There is something about letting go of the past here. Maturity, official person and mature man, high honor. So maybe it's like, this is an opportunity, Aries, that there is a relationship here that is really like, couch potato. Two people are just like arguing over the kitchen sink, and just like, it's just petty. It's a petty thing. And then it could be you just like, oh goodness, how did I end up in this situation? I don't know if it's you or them, but it's just like, oh goodness, what? I mean, I am participating here to argue with the same person that is like arguing over a piece of bread over breakfast, and like, this is just petty. And now I'm even triggered. Now I'm even triggered to have a drink for breakfast because I'm just fuming. I have to deal with someone. Like, what's the best situation to deal with someone that is a toddler, that is either narcissistic and just being in a right brat? What's the best way to deal with it? Leave the situation. So if you're dealing with a situation like that, it's just saying it would be too challenging to be in front of them and be like, okay, today I'm going to enjoy myself regardless of this person. There are energies that is impossible to enjoy yourself or relax, and that would be people that have an addiction, narcissist, because it's like spending time with an energy vampire. You're not going to feel good. You have to be there to understand it. Anyone that's been with a toxic person that is on edge or acting, you cannot really relax. You're gonna feel that is something uneasy in the air. And if it's you, for example, maybe you don't feel it yourself, but it could be something that it can also be if you are angry with someone. I don't really see it to you, but it's like you are trying to stay calm and not be angry here or sneak away. So it can also be you that is trying to. It's like, okay, I need to move away from this person, because if I'm around this person, I'm going to get angry. And if I'm getting angry, even though I have the right to be angry, then, nothing will be solved here. So it's saying here, Aries, is that look at the opportunities that you have. There might be a failed relationship, and that could be a kind of a toxic, immature relationship style. And then here you have an opportunity to say, all right, there is a certain codependency in a mature relationship style. So kind of everything else seems like, well, I'm not really ready for a mature relationship style because I am a little bit childish as well. It takes two to tango. But I see here, it's like, you might even look at your talents might be have been affected because you have been stubborn and stayed there and argued with someone for the sake of it. So that's for some of you, not all of you, but it's something about crushing your own ego. Yeah. So yeah, because there is someone that is mature, they have strong feelings for you. This person could be living completely different lifestyle. So you can, maybe it seems like a kind of a full-on, like you have to go from an immature relationship to like dating the king, right? And you're like, okay, that's a little bit too extreme, you know? It's like if you date someone that is, okay, let's say really immature, they're coming out of high school style, drinking every day, going out partying and stuff like that, never planning anything, like, you know, that's nothing wrong with it. But then you're going to stay with someone that is like super routine, all about the calendar, right? And they're probably better to be with, like in terms of positivity. But again, if that's the difference, yeah, you don't really have to think that, oh my God, I have to like change overnight. Or maybe it's the other way around. Hopefully not. But it's something about improving things. Again, we have the 5 of Wands. We have this 6 of Wands here. And we have the 8 of Wands. So walking away from fire that isn't worth it. There is the 3 of Swords here as well. There is, okay, it's saying that, okay, enough's enough. I cannot move on with keeping the same relationships that I've had. It looks like, Aries, that there is someone you have to leave out in the cold. There is an unrequited love situation here, 5 of Cups. It's almost like someone have gotten used to almost being in a relationship that's unrequited love and feeling powerful because of it, because then it's like, well, at least not that person don't have to question their feelings, because it's like, I don't want this person, I don't have to be at my best game, I don't have to show the best version of myself. And that is also an addictive way. And it could be, okay, well, I have a roof over my head, I have a nice place to live. There is a certain comfort zone around it. And someone could have stayed there for a certain comfort zone, almost like speaking bad about a person, saying, oh, this person is so codependent, they call me, look, they're calling me all the time, but then they are still there. So that is still, doesn't matter, in the codependent relationship, there takes 2 to tango. 2 people choose to stay there, unless obviously someone is a hostage. That's different, but I doubt it. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, Aries. I would say that in focus for you, it will be to just make a decision, leave a relationship, a person behind that it's not going anywhere, because there is someone here projecting an immature relationship style on you. So by exploring the new, you will actually detach from this energy, but do it your way. They aren't going to give you the permission, in a sense, because this person don't want to see you succeed. So I see here, Aries, if you have been repeating something over and over and over again, which is seeming chaotic and immature and not really bringing growth, it's saying here that do things your way. Do things your way and see how that turns out. You have the confidence to do it. So maybe this situation will teach you how to gain that confidence, gain that control, make the decision. It's saying here, listen to your inner being and your intuition as well. I feel here that it's like there is a couple here, either you or the person you're dealing with, that is very unhappy. It's like, it's almost like, why? It's like 2 people staying within a house. It's like, okay, we're gonna stay here to the end of days, and we're just going to accept that we made a decision. We don't have the power to move away from this, so being lazy, but the wheel will turn. There is an invitation as well here. It's definitely an invitation for you to explore another connection, Aries, an invitation to connect with someone else, and that is going to make that'll be a great decision here, because many that are watching, I feel you're dealing with someone that is overbearing. They can share a lot of their emotions and they can be the best person to be around, but they can keep complaining about other people, or like they always want to put themselves in like the best light. They don't do anything wrong, but you are seeing that this person here is immature and maybe also projecting like stress onto you here, Aries. Now I have pulled this card here, Aries, that is called I can't even speak today. Receptivity. My gosh, I never know when I should have a break between my readings, and you can hear it when I speak like a clown. But anyway, so it's actually presenting the feminine and the quality of water and of emotion. So her arms are extended upward to receive, and she is completely immersed in the water. She has no head, no busy, no aggressive mind to hinder her pure receptivity. As she is filled, she's consciously emptying herself, overflowing and receiving more. So this is about dissolving all the obstacles that keep us separate from each other and from the whole. Listening instead of talking. So listening to your inner self, your intuition. So when you listen with attention to someone, also your inner voice. So it's like if you are too self-conscious about yourself, you simply pretend that you're listening. So you don't listen actually. So it's different. It's a difference here by being self-conscious and listening to your higher self, your consciousness here. So it's also saying you cannot reach God as aggressive invaders, conquerors. You reach God only, or it's better to say God can reach you only when you are when you are receptive, a feminine receptivity. When you become yin, the door is open and you wait. So what is this telling me in English is that being passive, the art of becoming passive. Sensitivity, intuition, and being passive. So it does make sense here because Aries, the external world is making some kind of upheaval around a love situation where if you ask anyone, it'll be like, oh my God, that's terrible. This is terrible. Wow. Wherever you turn around, it will be like, oh my God, have you heard this today? So you could be in the midst of something like that. You could be in the midst of someone that is, it's like, oh my God, did you hear? Like the news of the day, it's like World War III has begun, right? So it could be just someone that is either talking to you about it, like they're coming towards you with love, but at the same time, they keep talking about the drama in their life. And that's not what you want. You want the love from this person, but you don't want the immaturity of gossip and them belting out all their problems day out, and day in. And if you are in the midst of someone like that, there's a bit of havoc. It's saying here, basically, Aries, that choose peace and find some kind of peace and tranquility in the midst of chaos where you find yourself. If you see an opening in the door, this is the time to get the hell out of Dodge. If this is a work situation, for instance, don't feel like you have to be the one drowning in the stress because other people are choosing to drown in the stress at this time. And again, it's saying here, okay, be passive while you listen to your subconscious. That's not being self-conscious. So it's a message here about let your higher self speak to you. The higher self can find peace even when there is arguments and chaos. And that's how you will get your victory. I feel here that if you were to ask someone for advice, where to go, they will give you all kinds of directions. They won't give you any directions because there is a crowd that wants you to be in the midst of the drama because they are all gaining fuel from it. Maybe you are the drama, so they don't want you to go away, right? The person, I feel they could have Leo, Scorpio, Gemini in their chart. Anything else here for Aries? This situation here it could give you a spiritual upgrade. It could give you it's like it's opening up a new path to you that you didn't consider in the past. For many of you, you're going to feel it's like more mature. You're finding a mature way to handle a relationship as well, an ending. But I'm seeing here, you are like, okay, now it's time for me to leave. You're realizing saying goodbye isn't actually going to solve anything, Aries. We have a ballerina here, 2 of Pentacles. So it's almost tiptoeing out of there. Yeah, it makes sense. Tiptoeing out of there with the 7 of Swords, jumping on a train. Some of you could just, so you've been looking at opportunities for a while and you felt insecure, but there will be a tower. You're going from hermit, tiptoeing out of there, jumping on a train. The Death, yeah, you are choosing to walk away in silence. The Strength, this could be a Leo. A Leo could walk towards you. So a Leo could walk away from a Scorpio or Scorpio walking away from a Leo. You decide how that fits. The King of Cups, you are going to become emotionally mature here. There is still the 5 of Swords. Avoid this hasty. Yeah, I'm seeing here, avoid being hasty, avoid playing games right now. 5 of Swords, please. 5 of Swords, please. 5 of Swords, please. Okay, we have the, it's time to lay down the swords. Either you walk away or you lay down the swords. Pages are around here. If you have left someone or someone have left you and they want to connect with you, they are laying down their swords. There is communication coming here. It's time for peace and quiet and giving up the childish games, especially if this is between 2 people that actually want to connect. So it's giving up the game, giving up the stubbornness. Don't bring the devil, don't bring the drama. So a King of Cups here is someone that have to make that decision. They have to make a decision to, it's like, okay, where do I go? Do I go towards Aries and then do I stay there? Am I going to tell Aries the truth, right? So it looks like someone is making a decision here, how to proceed. This could be a Scorpio. A Scorpio is maybe going to ask for your forgiveness. A Scorpio that was playing games. Yeah, here we got confirmation. A Scorpio playing games, regret their behavior. They've been stalking you. I want more, but I'm scared. Karma. So yeah, karma could have been biting this person in the ass. I'm extending. I can feel you. So it's a passionate connection here. You mean more to me than you think. The thought of you makes me smile inside. So this person could be born on the cusp as well. Libra and Scorpio, I'm getting. Yeah, there is a passionate, someone that you have a lot of passion for. Maybe this was a connection where one of you put it down to, oh if we have a great sex, that means it must be toxic. So it's never going to work out, but still you're in touch after several years. That's for some of you. Or it's like finding excuses why it can't work and finding an excuse why you two can play games with each other and upset each other because there is a reason for it, basically, right? So there is something about staying in other relationships while also including a third person. This could also be someone that is confused about sexuality as well. For some, okay, it's like, okay, which truth are they going to say this time here? Someone could be all about, that's like, okay, they could be very good looking, it's about getting as much attention as possible. So it's kind of an immature style, relationship style, knowing that they can get as much, they can get a lot of attention anytime, but then they're going to hurt someone by playing this game here. The Page of Swords. So someone here is looking for you. I feel here what's going to happen is that there's an ending. A Tower, however, will force someone to choose. Force someone to say, okay, who do I love? and they are choosing you. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, Leo, they are choosing you. Wow. Aries, these were the messages I had for you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I will see you very soon. Take care.